Ladies and gentlemen, today I will show you the hottest new DIY car care product applied by the Detail Lab. Hello everyone and welcome back to Brink of Speed. Today I am at the Detail Lab. And this is located in Frisco, Texas. It's really close to Little Elm. My friend Trevor owns it. And if you remember last week on Tuesday Night Live, Octane Hour, Trevor was on there showing us some detailed tips and tricks, DIY tips and tricks, and this is his lab. So we're going to take a tour of it today, show you exactly what he does in here, and he's got a truck that he's working on right now, so he can show you exactly what he does with this truck. He's doing a ceramic coating and the whole 9 yards on it. So real quick before we get into it, thank you to my thumbs up squad for already smashing that thumbs up button. I hugely appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel, thank you for hitting that play button and joining us today. Also, if you're new to the channel, you don't want to miss a single one of these videos, make sure to smash that red subscribe button and the bell for notifications when new videos are uploaded. Let's get inside and show you what his lab has in it. What's up, Trevor?
How are you, man?
Good, how are you, man?
Come on in.
All right.
That's where all the magic happens right
yeah,
there,
man.
brother.
Cool, man. I like it.
Little front office area.
Yeah. I love all the lights, man.
Gotta have good light to work on the cars.
Yeah,
Gotta have good light to be able to see. Like up above, we've got 6,500 lumens, a little bit different lighting. So if I wanted to, I can kick off all the sides.
Oh, okay.
And just go from the top. And then on the sides, it's 5,500 lumen, and it's a little bit more of a white light.
Sure.
So you get a little bit different contrast depending on color of the car and
right.
what needs to be worked on. But then I got this cool little light cart.
Yeah, I really like that too.
Super easy to make.
Ooh, that blinds you right away.
I know you've seen these online. So these are those easy lights that you get at Lowe's. They're like 25 bucks.
Oh, okay.
That are actually for your garage.
Okay.
And I just hooked them up on here.
Man, those things are bright.
Yeah, I think they're 120,000 lumens. They're super bright. But it kind of looks like a little smiley face on there.
Yeah, yeah.
But little light cart where you can stroll around the car, have everything with you, polishers and all that, and
all your products over here.
Yep. So we just kind of have it all designated. And
I see you got the Underdog over there.
oh yeah, a lot of Underdog. Those are mostly the. I buy the very big bottles, so I buy the 100 ml bottles.
Oh, okay.
So I can get multiple cars out of the way.
Sure.
Yeah, but like this particular one, client just got it. It's a used vehicle. It's got about 9,500 miles on it.
Okay.
It's a 2020. It was slightly abused before he got it. A lot of car washes. And what I mean by that, you can usually see it. There's 6 to 8 inch little straight lines, and they're little micro ones side by side. That's how you can kind of tell that's the bristle.
Oh, okay.
It's going by and hitting it.
Gotcha.
So that's what we've been basically doing today, is doing a correction. And then I am on the polishing step now. So
okay.
I am refining the finish is what I'm doing right now before we get to the ceramic coating part.
Well, it already looks nice and shiny.
Super shiny. I'll grab one of my little bit more close.
So like I said, he does everything, not just, you know, fast cars, supercars, sports cars. He does everything. You can bring your trucks, your vans, your work vehicles to him.
So if you want to come look on this side,
sure.
It might be, what we're trying to look at is the light directly. And I want you to notice this kind of eggshell around it. See the teeny tiny little scratches that are around it? So that is the micro marring, or the cutting that we are doing, because we're actually having to cut to remove the scratches out of this.
Okay.
So if we were to just leave it like this, it looks great, but it's still kind of what I call like a black gray.
Sure.
It's not super dark gloss. Now let's go over to the other side. So this one has been polished. And notice how up here that there's no haze around the actual light. You don't see that circle. It's nice and bright. It's got depth.
Yeah, it's totally different than the other side.
When I'm having the conversation with a client about, hey, I want to get my car ceramic coated. It's like, we can't really just go into ceramic coating because if we were, then you're going to seal in what we saw over there.
Right, exactly.
We want to bring it to this high gloss finish.
Yes.
Where you can seal it in
and
with
then
your
put
coating.
the coating on it.
Yeah, whatever you decide to do, if you're doing clear bra or whatever. We kind of talked about that the last time on the show is, do you have to do paint correction before you clear bra? The answer is no. But if you want it absolutely perfect, then yes.
Right.
It just comes down to how anal you are about your car, how you want it to look like, and really how you want to maintenance it.
Yeah.
That's the main thing about the coating. It's a ease of maintenance thing. I think where a lot of people get sold on is
the protection.
It's forever, I don't have to wash it. Like, no, those are false. Those are not true at all.
Yeah, I mean, I always tell people, I've only had one car coated, and it was a black Z06. And the thing that I noticed right away was ease of wash, but also when I would get bugs on the front, I could take my finger and just barely rub on the bug, and it felt like, you know when a moth hits something and it puts that dust on there?
Yep.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
It just felt like moth dust coming off the car.
It's super slick.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to deal with. And most of the time, like we use forced air to blow dry the cars.
Yeah.
You can do it most of the time with that, and then lightly wipe it down with a towel and your favorite quick detailer.
Yes.
But yeah, that's mostly what we do here is paint correction and film and coatings like that. We do a lot of detailing, but this is the bulk of the business because this is the sweet spot. This is what we like to practice on a whole lot.
Sure. All right, so Trevor's going to show you how to polish here.
So I do this a little bit differently just because I know the product, I know the pad, I know the machine. So I do a very large area. Okay. Most of the time, what I'll teach people is to do what I call is a shoebox size.
Oh, okay.
Pick you out a shoebox, you know, about a 12-inch shoe.
Sure.
Pick you out 2 shoebox sizes, and that's your area that you want to work. With this particular product, you can get a little bit further with it, so you're going to see me go a little bit further with it. But most important thing for you guys polishing is when you're dabbing it out, is you want to leave it pretty flat. You don't want to leave big old clumps on there, because when this head is spinning, if it hits one of those clumps, it's going to fly everywhere else. So always remember, pad on the machine when it's spinning. When you're done spinning, you don't take it off until the head's done spinning.
Really?
Just using really light pressure with your hand. And kind of a little housekeeping thing I like to teach with anytime that you're wiping on your car, you always want to inspect your towel.
Oh yeah.
Always inspect your towel, even if it's the same towel you've been using wiping on the car. Always inspect the towel.
Sure.
And then I like to fold it into a nice 4, and then the flappy side, you grab all those flaps, tuck it in your thumb. That way when you're wiping, it's not bunching up on you when you're wiping. Super easy. And then once you kind of start to feel that your towel is kind of getting saturated, just flip it over to the other side, grab that big old flap, you're ready to wipe again. Really important when you're wiping a car you just spent hours paint correcting on, and you're on this final step of polishing, you want to use light pressure on your hand, because the last thing you want to do is put a little micro scratch in there, and especially during this step.
And you never want to do swirls, like swirling motion.
Circles, because even with the tape that I have on here, sometimes what you'll do is when you get close to these edges, you'll drag a little bit of this compound against here, and you'll pick up a little bit of the tape residue. And if you're doing this, all you're doing is circling it in there. But this looks like a pretty good panel that we can go ahead and prep, and we can go over the coating too.
Sweet.
A really important step before any correction or anything, or even before you're going to do your last sealant, or before you're going to apply your wax or whatever, you always want to strip the panel of whatever's on there, the residue or whatever. So this is kind of what this is. This is Car Pro Eraser.
Oh, okay.
So it's a panel cleaner. So pretty much we're going to spritz it on there. You can let it set up and dwell for a little bit. You can also do this with isopropyl alcohol, distilled water. There's a bunch of different other panel cleaners. There's, what we use on boats is wax and grease remover that you can get from like Lowe's. It comes in a big old jug. But same thing here, brand new towel, Remember to always inspect your towel, light pressure to remove, because now I'm removing the compound.
Sure.
I'm removing the polish, the residue from
every bit of residue that's on there.
Because I need this panel to be clean, so when I apply the ceramic, it sticks down to it and it's not laying down on that superficial surface layer of that wax or whatever. But when you do this and you're going to apply wax, this is a great base layer for that applicant to stick to.
Sure.
So it's a really good thing to do.
By the way, did you guys catch that he said he does boats?
Yeah, boats,
RVs,
anything. I mean, we did a 45 foot, 13 foot tall toy hauler RV, custom painted blue. It was ridiculous.
Nice.
So what we're gonna use Underdog Pro. I like to use the Marine. This is super strong 5-year plus coating. So what you'll see me do, and this is kind of different than normal coating. Since we're gonna do this kind of bed area, normally with your traditional coating, you're gonna do a small paneled area.
Okay.
You're gonna do a small paneled area because usually you have what's called a flash time.
Right.
Which is like the time that you have to mess with it, to apply it, and to wipe it off. This particular product has about a 10-minute long flash time. So we're gonna do a generous amount on our applicator.
Do you recommend people wear gloves?
I like to have gloves on just because if I'm touching on the car, I don't want to get the grease of my hands on there while I'm applying. Smother it in that way.
Okay.
Just fold it over so it's nice and even. And then what I like to do for a big panel like this is I kind of do a big smear and then I work it in. So big smear, and I wish you could feel this, how like smooth it is after doing that panel wipe. I mean, like look how much, I'm not using any, it's gliding across. So that's what you want, because you want it to be easy to apply and easy to remove.
And I like that you're using a big pad.
Yeah.
A lot of the ceramic pads are tiny.
Well, no, they're the little foam ones with the silk, which really takes up a lot of the product. This is an auto fiber one that actually saves a lot of your product.
Nice.
There you go. And so you can go up to it now and you can see the actual.
Oh yeah.
It's starting to flash. Or,
I can see it.
Kind of gets rainbowy. And in all honesty, we could set a timer right now for 7 to 10 minutes. Let this sit up on there. And really the longer you let it apply on there, the easier it is to wipe off.
Okay.
So if we were to go to wipe it right now, it'd be a little tacky. It'll still wipe off easy, but if we really let it dwell on there for a little while, smooth as butter.
Smooth, nice.
So we've waited our 10 minutes. What I like to do is use 2-towel method. You've got a nice, I think these are 350 GSM auto fiber edgeless towels. Oh, see, look, see? That's why you check your towel.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
A little fuzz in there. Edgeless, no tags, very nice and easy. And then, I believe this is called the Eagle 500. It's a very plush towel. This is gonna be for our second wipe.
Okay.
So, first wipe is to remove the bulk of the coating. So even if you missed a spot, like say that if I missed a little groove or something in here, this is the time that you can kind of maneuver the coating around where it's still gonna get in there. Look how easy that is.
Oh yeah.
So I'm sure you guys that have done this yourself, sometimes you'll see it where when you're applying that coating and you go to wipe, it's kind of tacky and sticky, or it leaves a little bit of lint. Like you can see right now, I'm doing this live with you, like how easy this is.
Super shiny.
And when you're doing this professionally or DIY, you want easeability of install and takeoff. So that is why I like to use this product so much.
Yeah, I mean, the other ceramic coatings are a little bit intimidating. This one,
especially if you don't know.
Yeah, this one doesn't intimidate me at all.
No, I mean, if we really wanted to, we could coat this entire side right there, and let it sit
and not have to worry about it.
So traditionally, if I would have applied that whole side, I would really have to have about this much area to wipe immediately. Because most are 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes max usually for the high-end coatings. Where this, you know, I've got 10 minutes to kind of mess with it. And then now I'm gonna go back for my second wipe. And this is just gonna remove any high spot that I left over. One thing that I'll kind of tell you is when you are applying and when you're wiping, the reason why you'll get a high spot is usually if you're going panel to panel. So if I was wiping and I wiped over to this other panel, you're taking the coating from here and you're moving it onto here.
There.
That's what that second wipe is for, where like, I can get that other side.
Sure.
Remember, nice straight lines, not putting pressure on the towel, super easy, light-handed. You're loving it off, not rubbing it off.
Right, there you go.
There you go. Bam. Easy.
Super,
that's what you want.
Super shiny. Look at that, you can see the floor and everything over there. Actually, it's over there.
Yeah, no high spots, super easy to apply, awesome. Wipe off. And then you would continue the same method around the whole car, and honestly with this product you can literally get away with using 2 towels. Because most of the time what you do is you'll use one whole side, you'll use one whole side for one whole side, flip it over. This is just your heavy residue towel. This is your final wipe.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for showing us that.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for coming over. We'll do your vet, we'll do my vet next.
All right.
But this is kind of the perfect application for the everyday person. This is a really, really easy coating to use. There's nothing to be intimidated about, because even if, if we put it on there and we accidentally left some on the door, you come back with your coating. Let's say that I had a high spot. All you're literally going to do is reapply, let it sit, and then come back, wipe it straight off. Easy.
All right, well, there you have it. It's just as easy as he showed it right there. And like I said, to me, that is not intimidating at all. This product is much more forgiving. The other ceramic coatings that we've talked about on the channel, even the one that we did on Darren's car quite a few months ago, is forgiving, but not like this. This is much more forgiving. So I guess if you're in the DFW area,
anywhere in the DFW
area, you need to reach out to Trevor here. I'll put all the links in the description down below, your phone number in the description down below, and that way you guys can contact him if you want to get your vehicles done. Like I said, he does boats, he does cars, trucks.
Do homes too. I mean, you can do this stuff is amazing in your shower. If you're the squeegee person on the glass,
put that in the shower.
Ceramic coat your glass. Do your countertops, your sinks, your stainless steel appliances.
Wow.
You can do it all. Yeah.
All right.
Very easy. Your barbecue grill, and anything that's outside, you can do all that kind of stuff with it.
Well, there you have it. Give Trevor a big thumbs up for showing us this today. And apparently you can contact him. He'll come to your house and do all that stuff. Or you can buy the stuff and do it yourself.
Yep.
Other than that, you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and we will see you guys out on the road.